Welcome to everyone watching this video today. This video is another church community project teasers and one that you may not have thought about, Astronomy Club. Now, if depending on where you're based, if you're in the city you may have light pollution, but if you're in a more rural area or a more countryside setting, Astronomy Club, where you can obviously bring people with their scopes, with their equipment, and you can obviously stargaze and look up at the evening skies. A wonderful way of doing things with maybe a little chimney going in the background, a little fire, obviously tea and coffee facilities, and you may be able to do it in the arena of a car park of a church building, and of course the church grounds itself if you've got a graveyard, or it lends itself to being a quiet area where you can find a bench, or just around the building perimeter in general. What I would say is obviously have a couple of designated leaders in high-vis jackets so people can identify that something is going on around the perimeter of the building. And then obviously you'll have your equipment such as scopes and binoculars and things to obviously admire the evening sky. And as I say, either open access to a church hall with coffee and tea facilities, and maybe a bench and areas where you can maybe pop up as a gazebo and have a little open fire if appropriate as well. So just a thought. And on the issue of wearing high-vis jackets, I was having a meeting on a Sunday afternoon recently in a country church with a vicar. As I arrived 15-20 minutes early and was walking the perimeter of the church grounds, it did raise some alarm with local residents that were looking out the windows. Curtains were twitching because they weren't used to seeing, say, someone looking like me walking around the perimeter of a lovely, quaint country church. We did have the meeting, and as soon as the member of clergy was present with their clerical collar, I think people's minds were put at ease. But it is important to authenticate what you're doing in these project teasers. A couple of high-vis jackets makes it look like you're actually quite a consolidated, organised group that can come together as friends with telescopes, binoculars, all the other things that I've mentioned, and make it a very social environment in order to pull those like-minded people and then feed them into the church. So Astronomy Club, just another project teaser idea. God bless you all. Amen.